Humans, this is an adoption campaign, but it's not for me, or Mr. Buttons, or Frank over there. It's for you, humans. This is a call to humans to adopt our movement, to adopt our cause.
This isn't just about saving one of us.
It's about saving all of us.
Thousands of lives, every single day.
It's about support for every one of us four, and sometimes not four-legged best friends, waiting to meet a best friend of our own. With Best Friends Animal Society leading the charge.
Shelter by shelter. City by city.
We can save thousands of pets each day. Join us. Together we can save them all.
Thank you for joining us for Pet Connect. I'm Tara Douglas. We have a really busy week this week. We are going to have our Horses and Hounds parade. It's actually the Halloween hoopla now, not just a parade this year. And it's going to be Saturday. The parade starts at 10 o'clock. So if you'd like to come out and watch everyone walk their dogs that are dressed up in Halloween costumes or ride horses that are dressed up in Halloween costumes, we'll be starting at 10 from the Food World parking lot on Main. So we'll be coming down 5th and then going up Broadway, going across 1st, and then coming down Norton. So you've got plenty of spots where you can find you a place to watch the parade. If you'd like to walk your dog or if you'd like to take your horse, then you can find information about it at King Stables' Facebook page. All of the proceeds from the parade go to King Stables. And then there's also a festival afterward where we're going to have vendors, we're going to have food trucks, and proceeds from that, some of the proceeds will go to King Stable as well. So come out and support them, support their wonderful group there that they have for foster children and their stables that they have there for the horses to help with all of the people in the area. It's not just the foster kids there at King's Home. And then also, of course, we can't have cats at the parade, but PetSense is allowing us to have a cat adoption event. So if you're more interested in cats than the dogs and the horses, then come to PetSense. We'll be there 10 to 4. We have lots of kittens that have been in foster that'll be available for adoption, and then we'll have some of the cats and kittens from the shelter as well. So there's plenty of options this weekend to come out and support the animal rescue world. So you can pick one or pick both. You have time to do all of it. But we would love to see everyone. We had a wonderful parade last year, and King Stable decided to have it again in Sylacauga this year. So we hope that the parade itself has grown, and we hope to have lots of people participating. So if you want to bring your dog, it's $10 to bring your dog to the parade, and it's $20 if you want to enter your horse into the parade. So we'll see everybody this weekend. We will not be walking dogs at the shelter because of the events, but Pistachio is this dog right here. She's about 1 year old, and she's available for adoption. She's already been spayed. She's up to date on all of her shots. She will be at the parade, but she is one of the dog walkers' favorites. She is so easy to walk. She is great with other dogs. She is great with people. She loves kids. And she seems like she's not interested in cats around the shelter. So I think she would be fine in a household with cats as well. So if you're looking for a dog, like I said, we'll have 13 shelter dogs at the parade and at the adoption event afterward, the festival at Central Park. But come and meet Pistachio, and you can call the shelter if you're interested in her or any of the dogs that we have there. Now we're going to go ahead and get to our special guest. I've asked 10-year-old John Luke Shurum to come on the show this morning. He's got some really good stories. He got all kinds of animal stories of your current animals and a mini farm that you used to help with. So let's talk about your current animals. So what kind of animals do you have right now?
2 dogs and 1 cat.
Okay. Now tell me about the dogs and the cats. What are their names?
So our cat's name is Gracie. She stays outside.
Okay.
And then I have a big and black and white dog. Her name is Maybelle. And then I have a red-nosed pit.
Okay.
And her name is Bama.
So who out of those 3, who's the boss around the household?
Bama.
Bama's the boss. Now, who causes the most trouble?
Belle.
Belle? So with your dogs and your cats, does one of them sleep with you? Obviously the cat's outside, but do one of the dogs sleep with you or both of them?
Maybelle sleeps with me
Okay.
most of the time.
Okay. So let's back up a little bit because you have your 2 dogs and your cat now, but you used to have a mini farm at your house. And I know you helped your mom with that a lot. So let's talk about what kind of animals did you have at the mini farm?
So I used to have a donkey. I had chickens, pigs, a sheep,
Okay.
and goats.
Did you have rabbits also?
I did.
So you had all kinds of animals. Which ones? So tell me about the different animals. Who did you enjoy working with the most?
I like to work with a pig that we named Bacon,
Okay.
and then a goat that we named Bucky.
So we got some pictures here. Now, is that Bacon in that picture?
Bacon, that is Bacon, and then Bucky's the big black and white goat.
Okay. And then I see chicken. So you've got all kinds of. Now, Bucky likes to stand on back legs.
Yeah.
So tell me about Bucky's personality. What was working with a goat like?
It was fun when he was a baby. I used to feed him a lot, and I would help my mom with him on the farm.
Is that Bucky in the house with you?
It is.
When your mom sent me that picture, I didn't look at it closely, and I thought it was a cat or a puppy. And then I got to looking at it this morning. I was like, wait a second, that looks like a goat. So that giant goat that was standing on that fence is right there with you in the floor. Mm-hmm. So that's your favorite of all the creatures was taken care of. Well, you said Bacon also, but so what was Bacon's personality like?
He was funny. Then later we got a smaller pig,
Okay.
and it was a girl. We named her Maple,
Okay.
and she taught Bacon how to crack eggs open and eat it.
Really? Now is that Mabel right there? The black, is that a pig in between the?
It is.
Okay.
And that's Maple. And then the big donkey is Jack.
Okay. And Jack was a miniature donkey, even though he's bigger than all those creatures there. I don't think I've ever been around a miniature donkey. What's something that surprised you about those different animals and how you had to take care of them and their personalities?
They're fun to play with or take care of. And it teaches you to have a lot of responsibility.
Absolutely. I bet you did have a lot of responsibility with all those creatures. So what all did you do to help your mom with them?
I would feed them. I would give Bucky his milk. I would brush them.
Okay.
Sometimes I would ride the sheep and ride the donkey.
Okay. What was that riding a sheep or a donkey?
It was fun.
Questionable? Did they like for you to ride them?
No,
No, but
I got thrown off the back of a donkey
okay. I bet you would. That donkey looks like he could potentially throw you off the back
and
of
of
it.
that sheep.
So I bet you had to get up early every morning to take care of the animals. So was it easy to get up early? Did you enjoy? Were you excited to get out there and take care of them, or sometimes was it hard to get up and?
It was hard to get up early.
Did you ever have any eggs you had to get from the chickens? So you had all kinds of fresh eggs for you, not just the pig that taught the big pig how to open up an egg. So do you think, now you don't have all of the animals from the mini farm right now, so you've got your dogs and your cat, but if you could bring one of those animals from the mini farm back, which one would you like to have?
Bucky.
Bucky? Now, if you got to have your own farm someday, do you think you'd like to have animals again? You do? So which ones would you want?
Probably Jack and the sheep and the pigs.
So
and
sheep
some
and pigs.
chickens.
So you don't think you'd get another goat?
I mean, I would. Probably.
Now who's this right here?
If I'm not mistaken, the smaller tanner looking one, her name is Fancy.
Okay,
I'm not sure about the other one.
okay.
And Fancy was the sweetest goat, but she's gone.
Okay. Yeah, goats. I've met some sweet goats. I've also met some goats that aren't so sweet. So I'm glad you had sweet goats. Now, do you think you want to do something with animals when you grow up? Because you're definitely an animal expert in training. You've got all kinds of information for us. You didn't mention the rabbits. Did you interact with them very much?
I did.
Okay.
I would pet them, check on them a lot. They made me sneeze a lot.
Okay, so you had to be careful around them. Absolutely. So what's one of the most important things you think you learned from taking care of all these animals?
It gave me a lot of responsibility, and it taught me just how to do stuff on my own.
That's good. That's very good, good skills to learn. And we always say that it's always nice to have a pet around the house, because I bet you're still learning responsibility with your dogs and your cat right now, even though you don't have all of the extra animals outside. Got anything else to add before we go? Anything to tell us about?
So we had a little playground that my mom bought me when I was little, and it was plastic, but she put it in the goat pen for the goat, and I was riding the sheep, and there was a tall slide and then a short slide, and when I was riding the sheep, he went under the tall slide because he knows it's going to knock me off the back.
Oh no.
Because it would knock my body, and then it would just push me off the back.
So he was being mischievous. He was not being a good goat at that moment. But you're okay. You're here, and you feel good, and you no longer have a goat to knock you off of a slide. So you're safe. Not that you weren't before. He was just messing with you because you loved that goat. Well, thank you so much for sharing some stories and showing us pictures of your mini farm and showing us pictures of, we had a picture of, you said the black and white dog's Maybelle. We had some pictures of her pop up too. So yeah, thank you for coming on. And if you have any other stories in the future, you can definitely come on and visit again. So this has been John Luke Sherham here to tell us all about his wonderful mini farm and all of his animals. And make sure to come out this weekend if you want to help with the parade or if you want to help at PetSense. So the parade will be downtown. It starts at 10, and our adoption event at PetSense also starts at 10. So and don't forget, we're not going to be walking dogs at the shelter this weekend, but Pistachio is available. So if you know anyone that would like a dog, please come out and meet Pistachio and let's find her a home. Thank you for joining us, and we'll have more Daybreak after these messages.